Hey guys, what's up? It's Azor Knight. Guys, I would like to go over a battle report today. Um, I'm going to be. I skilled hit a bigger castle. I wanted to test the power of the max troops that a person could use in a skill hit, which is probably like what 70k through 100k, whatever the case may be, against a big castle with all the troops inside. So guys, I got that video for you today. You can see a skill hit on a bigger castle and how it plays out. So 8 hours ago, I tried to skill hit a friend of mine from AOC. We always fight, no disrespect, nothing like real like hateful. But I hit his castle, and I'm surprised by the report of how the battle plays out. And I'm gonna go a little bit in detail of how it when I think of the new of the battle system. But I hope that you enjoy the video. Let's take a look of how hitting a big castle will look like if you do a skill hit on it. And guys, if you don't know what skill hit is, it's called urgent care. You get it at level 37. That means you attack with your dispatch and you take no losses. It's all wounded. So let's get into it, guys. So guys, I'm gonna show you the person I hit is his name is Sir Teabag. I got 41k kills, guys. That's what I got, and that's it. So he had about 420k in his castle. He should have more medals than I did because he got more kills, so he got medals from that, probably. I'm not sure if the defensive side get medals, but maybe they do. I'm 70% sure they do. Alright, guys, so this is the report. I killed 41k. He killed 99k of my troops. He had 420k troops in his castle. I had 100k march sent to him as an attacker. This is our base stats. And now we're gonna go into depth and battle details. Alright, guys. So I hit him with all knights. My weaker knights took the kill, the deaths first. Well, wounded, and then my higher tier was attacking and got the kills. So we're gonna go over what died first in his as a defender. So when you have when a person hits you with skill hit, you wonder what dies first or the steps of dying, right? Because I wonder too. So let's go in to see what died first in Teabag's arsenal. Okay, so I'm assuming that whatever died first had to be his unit that had the most wounded, correct? So let's see what died the most. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, what died, and he has reinforcements. If you was wondering if he had reinforcements, his reinforcement was Sir Rise Legend. Didn't take any losses or any wounded, except 14 knights, but killed roughly about 12-13k. Okay, so guys, what took the most wounded, as I'm surprised in, as I'm surprised about, is his siege unit. Now you would think, why would his siege take the most losses and not his knights? All right, well, his knights took about 7-8k losses, but his siege was the main focus of my infantry. And guys, when I explain in some of these videos, like I say that, okay, I will go against somebody's infantry first, like that's their front line and they'll fight each other first. Guys, the battle rotation and how things work, I'm still not unaware of it. I do theories and test it out, but his weaker units don't even die first. Well, yes, his weaker unit did die. No, his weaker unit didn't even die first. It's so weird. Well, let's do this theory then. Okay. His weakest unit died first. It's a Siege 2 tank, as you can see right there, right? And his second to weakest is the Siege. Now, maybe when you invade a castle, the tankiest unit goes out in the front line. So maybe that his Siege was the lowest tier unit that he had and the most tankiest. So maybe that's why I took the losses. Okay? So that would be 33,000 wounded. I killed 41k. So let's see what's the next unit that took losses. Okay, so now it's frontline units still. As you can see here, the cavalry and the archer are still not frontline. So it goes to the next frontline unit. Let's see, the next frontline unit would be his knights. As you can see, almost 6,000 wounded. So those are the next in line. Okay. And they're still alive, so there should be no more wounded. All right, look at this. See these knights up here? 2,000 wounded. But he still had knights left over on his second tier. But these are all frontline units. Nothing else took wounded except for these siege cannons on top. So my theory is the most tankiest unit tanks first in some type of way. Now we both know that infantry and siege units are the most tankiest units in the game. But as you can see, his lowest tier took the most wounded. I guess because now let's go look at his statistics. Let's see his most tankiest statistics in defense and HP. Okay, now you can see that his most tankiest defense goes to his cavalry. And that was not a front line, so it doesn't. But as far as the infantry, but as far as its front line, you see the war machines has a tankier defense. So does it mean the higher defense for the tanky units in the front go first or not? So his siege units did die first, and then it'll become his second would be the second lowest in his tier will be those infantry that died. But guys, I don't know how to theorize this, but that's just my assumption how it worked. I wish that there was a better explanation how to see what dies first and stuff like that. But I always think that the front line goes first would be the infantry. The infantry did get wounded, and as you can see here, the 6K. But as you can see, he has a bigger defense in this tanky unit, and they got killed first. Maybe that's how it works. As far as, but I'm thinking that the cavalry should be frontline more, but I don't know, guys. I just think that the cavalry's front line, but it wasn't as tanky as the siege, so that's why the siege was in the front line. But who knows? All I know is the siege was targeted more than any other unit. Now let's look up at the total. He has more siege, I think, than anything else. As you can see up here, he has 87k siege right here. So maybe that's why the siege is targeted, because there's so many of them. But who knows, guys? Who knows? But anyways, guys, this is what a scout report looks like when you attack a big castle. I don't recommend attacking a big castle because it costs a lot of resources. It takes 3 days for my units to heal. 10 million food, and that's about it. 10 million food, couple of wood, but the grain is what you do. It costs 10 million grain to heal up 100k of my units. Okay, and these are the units that are need healing up. It will be those knights. It costs 10 million to bring those back to my castle and inside and healthy to go. But yeah, guys, I wouldn't recommend hitting a big castle because it costs a lot. But if you wonder and you're scared to take a hit, know that one single hit from a big player would not cap you or even be close. As I know that Sir Teabag is about, if he uses the hospital castle, he could be over like 150 clays like me, unless it goes away. But as you can see, it'll take a couple of skill hits to cap him. Probably like, what, 4, 8, 12, 3 to 4, approximately. It's not easy to cap a big player. So I wouldn't recommend skill hitting a big player. You don't even need the shield. You could take a couple of them. But depending on what dies, your next skill hit could be more impactful on a kill toe. But that's how it goes, guys. It will take way more to destroy a bigger player. I recommend rallying bigger players. If you're going to skill hit, make sure you coordinate attack with multiple skill hits at once. Good luck with that. It's going to cost you a lot of resources, and it might not destroy the big castle. Skill hits are for lower castles, so you could use to plunder for resources, to get that first attack off and hit them with a second wave, and so on. So if you're a castle over 400k, 2 months in, 3 months in, it's gonna be hard to one hit a big castle. You gotta play a lot more, get over 200% attacks and so on. Like these players who play for 8 months and they got over 200% attack. I recommend those castles hitting big castles. But besides that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this report. It's Azure Knight. Peace.